Hi, hey there, how you doing? Hi guys, welcome. Hello. I'm just taking my iPad out of the case. How are y'all doing? Thank you for joining. All right, let me get this. Okay, good. Got that. Hello. I'm well, thanks. Thanks for asking. I haven't done like a desktop live in a while, so we're gonna see how it goes. I've been doing my phone, but we'll see. Hi, hello. So I think there's a few things that I wanted to show you guys on this because I'll show you guys in a sec, but basically I realized there were some things that we could make adjustments to, and I wanted to show you because this is something that I think a lot of artists run into as issues. Maybe I'm just being presumptuous, but basically, let's add, give me one sec. Insert a photo. Okay, so if we zoom in, so this is like, now we're on like an image, right? Like a JPEG. So typically when you go to make things into a JPEG, you'll be able to start seeing that there are some like lighting issues. So like the background of this bookcase is just too light. And so we'll want to, let me adjust some of this light now, hopefully help a little bit. Is this better, off or on? Definitely on. And what about this? Okay, so we have this bookshelf that has like, I think, lighting issues, because when I looked at it as a JPEG, I was like, that doesn't look right. Something about that just looks off. It makes no sense that it would be that light. So at this point, take off the JPEG. At this point, we do have the entire bookshelf combined into one layer. So I wanted to show a couple options to like correct action. We can of course try and see if there's any, like this gives you a good idea of just how light some of the areas are. This maybe lightening it up like this could be a good option. So having a secondary layer with a blending mode on top. That's one way. Another way that we can do this is, I'm going to duplicate in case I mess it up. Here's this. I don't know where my my typical thing is, but you can go ahead and grab the automatic, and definitely don't do that. So grab the automatic, and then you want to put the threshold down. Why is it? Am I on the wrong thing? Nope, still on the right one. There we go. I was like, I don't think this is how it's supposed to look. So we can go like this, because really it's just grabbing the areas behind the books. Assuming you're selecting correctly. And then I could just darken it this way as well. I can make it even darker than the bookshelf outline in and of itself. And I might do that. I think that kind of looks better. I'm getting annoyed with myself. Okay, so we have these finally selected. I do want to make them darker. And then if I wanted to, I don't know if it'll, the threshold might not be working now because of that. So what I can do, go back to this one, grab just this part, and now I can go back to the original layer, and here's where I can adjust the colors now. So I could make this a little bit lighter if I wanted than the background, so the actual background of the bookcase is darker. I think that works, and if I were going to do this, then I think I should darken that as well. So I'm going to delete this and that, and then so I've grabbed this. I am going to, on a clipping mask, grab black and just paint in this area over here so we can start to get some shadows. You can see the line difference here. Maybe not. Let me zoom in so you can really see it. There you go. All right. So now that we have that, I'm just going to use the Gaussian blur, and now it'll soften up that line. So there we go. And there we go. So and then I do need to adjust the books as well, but this was before. Now this is after. Before, after. I believe that this lighting makes more sense. Thank you, thank you. So now I can go and this was also before and then after. And I can maybe soften this up a little bit so that it doesn't get lost to black, but still has some. So around 53% and combine. Now I want to select the books. Try not to select the background if at all possible. It's going to be a little hard because I have painted. I'm not looking for it to be perfect. And actually, I'm trying to think of a more efficient way since it is. So I might just do another clipping mask. I'm going to take the color like a dark brown, and I'm just going to paint it over the areas that the books are, for example. And now I'm going to try different blending modes. Overlay might be a good one if I lightened it up. Something like that. Now, what is this ghost thing here? Not a clue. That's I got to figure out where that's from. Dun, dun, dun. Interesting. Where is it? That's okay. We'll figure it out. Hi guys, welcome to the shit show where I can't figure my life out. Fun times. Then, is it over here? Did I accidentally paint that into the bookshelf? I guess so. That's fine. It's fine. So let's take this off. I don't know where that line came from, but it's fine. Dun, dun. How are you doing today, Tarana? Happy Sunday. I am all over the place. I kind of feel like maybe this just isn't my day. It's fine. There we go. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to not be too hard on myself, but I do feel a little frustrated with some of the things, but it's fine. There are worse things. I'm just going to get rid of the color on this for now. I genuinely don't know when I accidentally made this brush stroke, but it's going to be okay because we can just paint over it. But if my life depended on it, I couldn't tell you where on earth it popped up from. Okay. I did it. Okay, now putting that over it, I think that looks better in terms of light. And it's fine. Make sure I'm on that layer. And then I do know I have some of this stuff that I need to, I'm just gonna smudge it, lighten it up, but not get too caught in the details. Hi, Kate. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So again, that was before. And then this is after. Before, after. I just think this lighting is more efficient at getting the attention drawn to the center, and it's not a distraction now. I do have a paper texture screen protector. Yes. Now I just got like a cheap brand off of Amazon. I've had zero problems with it. It was like the cheapest that I could get that had good reviews. I've had the same one on. It's starting to come up here, and there's like a bubble somewhere in there, but that was user error. That's like me. It's not the actual screen protector's problem. It's me. And I know some people said that they went through it really fast. I have scratched it because I was using, so I have an Apple Pencil now where the nib is a little bit different than what I was working on before. So this has pen on it, ignore that. But so this nib, I'm trying to get this in focus. Sorry, guys. That might work a little better. Maybe like this. Somehow that made it almost worse. It's fine. So the nib here, let's see if I've got another one I can use. Ended up, here's one. Here's one I wore down to literally the metal tip. So side by side, this is what it should have looked like. God, so annoying. Focus. There we go. Huzzah, I figured it out, guys. Okay, so over here, that's what it should have looked like. This is when I literally painted past the point of no return. These are, and right here is where the nib is. Focus. Thank you. So right there, that's where it like comes off, where you screw it off, versus the Apple Pencil. I've been drawing on this for a couple months. Sorry if my nails are discolored. I was working with clay. But the Apple Pencil is much kinder to the screen protector, and I've had the same one on for a year. In the reviews, people are saying, "Oh, after a week I had to change it." What I personally have found is that what needed to change was not the actual protector, it was the pressure at which I was painting on the screen. After makes much more sense. Yes. Yeah, sure. I'll put a link. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Thankfully, I have my phone now, so because I'm using a different camera up here, I can actually have access to my phone, which has, you know, all this stuff here. All right, orders. I got Amazon, so give me one sec. Screen protector. Okay, let me copy the link. Let me go into my live. Let me paste it into the chat. Okay, that should take you to Amazon. I understand if you don't want to click on a mysterious link on the interwebs. So I will also, I will post that maybe on my Patreon. So that way people, and also in one of my videos, maybe I'll add that as like a thing on my videos, but yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it should look like this. It has 4.5 reviews, like stars, and it has a little over 17,000 reviews. So I had good success with this so far. I still have not gotten into the second screen protector that it came with. So I can confirm I have no sense of danger. When I clicked on the mysterious link, it didn't randomly give me 10,000 viruses. That's good. I'm glad. Very glad to hear that. Okay, now I just gotta find the Apple Pen. Just kidding. I know which one it is. It's just funny that I have so many. This isn't even all of them either. Of all the different styluses I've gone through over the last like 4 years. All right. So, and now the color hopefully is a little bit better. I can, another thing that I thought about doing maybe to just help with some of the details. So combine that. I'm going to add a new layer and a clipping mask. I was thinking of maybe just adding some like wood grain detail. Now I have this on a clipping mask so that way I can get rid of it if I decide that looks like crap, you silly goose. Why would you do that? It's cute when you think you know what you're doing. Okay, I think I like that where it's just a subtle suggestion, but not over the top. I'm just gonna lighten up some of this with a smudge tool. Oh. My pen, like, nope. then maybe, just maybe, a little bit of a lighter color along here. And maybe a little bit here. All right. The floor was something else I wanted to adjust a little bit. We're going to start and see if I can adjust the color. What do you guys think? Do you think I could pull off the teal floor? So before, it looks good with that though. I think both look good. They just have a different mood. Which ones do you guys think? Extra moody or happy? Extra moody, like the teal. Okay. So far I've got one vote for the teal. I like the teal too. I think then if I do have it teal, I can push some more lighting of the orange on the floor here. That's another idea. Also, and no pressure, if you guys feel so inclined to, oh, thank you, to give this a thumbs up. And if you could just press the share button and copy link. If you have someone to actually share it to, great. If not, if you just press the copy link, that would help. All of those things do tell the algorithm something's happening here. Something. It may or may not be worth your time, but maybe. Just maybe. All right, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to grab some like red. Let's change this to that. Maybe just a slightly brighter color. Hi, hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate your help. Thank you, thank you. My little dinosaurs coming up the stairs. Good Lord. All right. The only real complaint I have about using this overlay thing is that it really kind of warps some of the color, because this is the color, but then when you put it down here, it loses the color. Really got to figure that out. But this will do for now. Okay. I'm trying to remember if there was any. That one was like the major one, was that the bookshelf was not the right colors. And then obviously I just did the floor more for funs than anything else, just for funsies. I think I might be done with this piece. Really, you know, like, did it. I did the eyes. I made slight adjustments to after the live yesterday. The only thing that I did was erase. There was like highlights up here, and I just felt like they were making her eyes seem way too bright, so I took that down. I think one of the only other things that I would note is I think I made her skin too like muddy, which is something that I've had, because if you look, I'll show what I mean by muddy. So if I go into here, it's got a lot more gray, and like skin tends to be more on the warmer side. So that is something to consider when painting in the future. Hi. Oh, I wanted that so bad. Thank you. I'm going to see if I can warm up the colors a little bit. All right. So some of it obviously is going to be not the right colors anymore, like the eyeshadow. I just wanted to see what it would look like. But before, after. So I can do something that's kind of in between the two. I can lower this just a little bit or keep it. I might keep it at 100%. But then what I can do is I can erase some areas. I'm going to use the airbrush and erase like right here where the color's a little bit too vibrant so that the other painting underneath shows up. And then I would also have to do her hands as well. You like the muddy colored color more? I can certainly bring more of it in. I do think there needs to be some warmth in her face, but I'm erasing right now some of the light color. I think that looks like she has a beard, so let me be a little bit more mindful of where I'm putting it. That's sort of like a mix between the two. And then I think this pink's it's pinking too hard. So, okay, before and then after. And then I'm going to do, not that, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to copy and paste. And then I'm going to increase the saturation here. So still keep that at 50%. And then using the eraser, I can keep some of that, like we said, muddied color in there, especially for the shadows. But then definitely, I think the warmth adds to the fingers, even though I hate the hands so much. And then the last place would be the legs. So I'm going to go down here. Okay, and then going to take the eraser and keep some of that cool color on the back side here and right here. Okay. What do we think? Okay, cool. And I'm sure if I stepped away from this even longer, I'm sure there would be things that over time would like, you know, pop up and I would be like, okay, there's some more adjustments. But I do think there's been a decent amount of like just minor adjustments upon further observation of the area. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What day is it? The 27th. I know I still need to work on a tutorial for this one. I will definitely be painting this either today or tomorrow, but then it'll take me some editing, but I'm going to try really hard to get this one done. But yeah, and also make some adjustments and changes. I had some ideas for how to improve it going forward, but I'm going to try something real quick. I want to see what a glow would look like in there, if I could pull it off or not. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Don't ask me why the Lion King was just in my mind. I'm going to.
Daddy, Sheesh. Wants to be cozy, but he gets blankets. Then if I jump down, there's a chance I'll get hurt, and I don't want to do cozy houses right now. No.
Oh boy, my children.
Yeah, he's getting upset.
Okay, so now, this was the original. Hate it. This was the. Okay, so now I have the face here. I'm going to delete this one because we're not going to use it. Duplicate this one, hide it. This one I'm going to put alpha lock on, and then I'm going to choose the color black for now. And I'm going to fill the layer. So now underneath the pumpkin is black. And this one, let me see if I can focus this for you guys. You can see maybe if this focuses. Pay attention. Come on. Maybe. Kinda. Really got to figure out how to get this thing to focus. Okay. This one has like the cutouts there versus this one has the painting there. So any color we put underneath this should show up in the eyeballs. So that's why I have this layer there. Okay. So we still have this on alpha lock. So I'm going to grab some sort of red to start. And I'm going to draw it here and then use Gaussian blur to create some sort of glow inside the mouth. might even put some there. Okay. I'm going to do a new layer and use a clipping mask for now. And I'm actually going to do add. It won't stay like this, I promise. Using the Gaussian blur. Let's change the color. I hate it, so we won't do that. I think that red, though, helps create like some sort of inner glow for it, which would also mean that I could get away with adding even more lighting if I wanted. Let's try something more like that. All right, let's pretend there's like a candle right there, and let's see what would happen. We definitely need to make this darker. Oh, my baby is not happy. All right, guys, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna go check on him. Hello, I'm back. All right. I could. Maybe just keep it there. And I am out of, so I'm going to do this one. Because I am going to repaint this, I'm not going to get too worried about if I mess it up. Let's see. I also think the perspective on this is wrong, but it's cool. I'll fix that on the final when I go to remake it. I think that looks probably better. I just think in general the pumpkin looks more interactive. Before it looked kind of flat in my opinion. So hopefully that looks better. If I take that away for a second. So basically this is what it looked like before. And now this is what it looks like by comparison. And I could definitely, you're not wrong. I could definitely darken the pumpkin. Let me see. I'm going to try. Overlay. I could try and go like this on the opacity. Could definitely afford to be darker on the pumpkin. I think multiply is just too dark and muddy of a color. Yeah. So I could do that. I could, on top of that, I could do multiply and then just Yay! Okay, cool. So before and then after. And still, if I was like, you know, I could always still lighten this just a touch if I wanted. And then I would do these a little bit different too, but so I'll be working on a tutorial for this. I was thinking of having some I was thinking of having like some stuff branch off and like not have it to be like such a I don't know, like perfectly round mirror. I could even have some greenery coming off of here. Some sort of vines if I wanted. Which might be hard to see on the actual thing, but it's there. 'Tis there. All right. So the question is, what on earth do I do next? I still have this piece that I haven't finished. I kind of want to work on that one. I also have this one unfinished. This would be good for like Thanksgiving time though. I might change the face though, since it's no longer like, because that's kind of Halloween feeling. So I would change the face, but I still have this design. Let's try that. Okay, so I'm really bad at humans, so you will have to bear with me as I figure this out. And let's put this above here. Okay. I'm going to grab some brushes. Where are my knits? There they are. I like that one. And I'm going to have to adjust my brush, but that's fine. Not really sure why my brush is acting weird. Okay, that's the right way. Okay. So why are you going like that? I don't know if you guys can see, but it's going sideways. I wonder if it's, oh, I forgot to put this on Do Not Disturb. Give me 1 sec. Does it have anything to do with the canvas? Probably. I got to figure out how to fix this now. Son of a gun. this work? Still no. Hi there, welcome, welcome. Does the person have 4 fingers or is the thumb folded? Yeah, the thumb is folded. It's like, yeah, it's like somewhere back here. But I can always paint one in, you know? I can always paint one in. I feel like, let me try in a different canvas. Like, why isn't it working? See, it's working here. What's happening? Okay, and if I turn the canvas, okay, that's when it becomes a problem. Okay, so it has something to do with my canvas. Okay. This is interesting. This is not something I've run into before. Okay, at least I figured it out. Okay, cool. Okay, so at least we know it's working. That's the good news. That's too small. That's probably a good size. And we will be making this look, I don't want to say necessarily like better, but more realistic soon. But I'm just getting down the knit first. I might curve a bit more depending on what it's doing. And then I'm going to grab this. Yeah. It's like, and you're going to give me trouble, so now I got to fix that over here. I think that was it. There we go. Okay, same here.
Daddy? More?
Oh my God.
More help.
Okay, so now I can put this down here. I'm going to put a clipping mask on and, nope, not a clipping mask, my apologies, alpha lock on. So I'm here, I'm going to grab the color. So I'm going to make some of it lighter for it to pick up. Probably will catch a little bit there. I need a different brush, my apologies. So Inca. And it's going underneath right there. And then I'm going to use the smudge tool. I'm on Inca, and then I can soften up some of the paintbrush stroke. And because I am trying to, I want there to be like a light blue, I actually might change this right now to a blue instead of an orange color. Nope, not that. And this is why we should work with clipping masks if we're not sure. Okay, so I'm going to do a new layer and do a clipping mask. And while I'm here, I'll just do the light blue color. And I know it looks bad right now. Okay, I promise you. I am aware of the ugly. We're gonna make it hopefully better. Hopefully. So we're gonna take the smudge tool. We are going to add shadows and various oranges and stuff as well, but we do want to make sure we are getting in this highlight because we do want some cool light to complement the warmth. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this color and I'm just going to brush it back in and then smudge. Brush some of it back in and then smudge. Okay, because we don't want it to be too overwhelming, like it's very periwinkle, right? It's very vibrant. So we don't want it to be too distracting, but we do want to be able to see that there is distinctly a warmer glow happening. This arm would be more in shadows, so we want to grab probably a color around there. This, I'm just going to do a new palette because as I've said, I'll just use this one. I don't pre-plan my palettes other than maybe deciding what colors are going to be my two primary. So in this one, it's complementary. So I'm looking at blue and orange as the complementary colors. So. Okay, put this down there. Okay. All right, I'm going to grab this color. All right, and then smudge. I'm also going to grab this very dark color here and start working it in where there would be more intense shadows. No? Thank you. No, you are not late. I mean, technically I've been on for a while, but I just started painting on this one within the last few minutes. So You are not late. And yeah. Okay, so no, this needs to be colored in a bit more, I think, with the dark color. And then I'll work on making the hair more loose and flowy and not so sculpted. But for now, we've got that there. I also plan to add some more texture. Dang it. Sorry. More like texture to the sweater down here. I'm going to grab this and then add some down here in certain parts. I'm going to grab this very dark brown up here and use it to create some additional shadows in some of these areas. And then I'm going to smudge them. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, and then I'm going to deal with the hair in a second. Definitely want to get this dark color and try and get just a little bit more fabric folds down here. And then smudge. And I'm excited to paint her book here. All right, I'm going to work a little bit on the hair. I'm going to add a new layer though. I'm going to use the smudge tool. All right. And I will need to go into this one, do a little bit of erasing. And then just a reminder of how the sweater began versus where it is now. And you know what, I can actually, for this piece, I can turn this. My other piece was a different, it was vertical, not a horizontal piece. So with this one, this is what we started with today. And then I obviously worked on the hair some. But with the sweater, just a few brush strokes can really make a big difference in how something appears in terms of like movement and interaction with the environment and things around it. Okay. I am probably going to, I know I just got on, but I think I'm going to take a break and come back in a little, like a couple hours. I'm just having anxiety. My kids are just, they're having a good time, which is all that matters. But sometimes when they're squealing, I can't tell if it's happy squeals or not happy squeals. So I will, I'll come back when they're more settled, I think. Yeah, let's see. Right now I'm Eastern Standard Time. Right now, all of the time, I'm Eastern Standard Time, and I'm thinking. Let's see, what time will I come back on? Maybe like I'll do like 3:30 or 4 p.m. my time. I could just use a few hours to just reset. I've been doing, before this, I was live on TikTok. So I think I just could use like a reset. Oh my goodness, my children, my sweet babies. No need to scream, sweet boy. I do have a TikTok, yes. You can likely find the link on any of my videos at the bottom of the description. It usually has, maybe even in the description of this live, it might have my handle names. I also have an Insta, but I'm mostly active here and TikTok. Insta just, no matter what I do, I think I have like maybe 170 followers on Insta, and it just doesn't really seem to be accumulating or growing, which is fine. I'll still post there, but I don't really have much of a community there. But TikTok, I have a community in here. So yes, same user, Creatively Me with Bree. Yeah, I also, on my TikTok community, I'm also a writer, and so some of my content is art related, but some of it's also like book related and writer related. So, and an edible necklace. Are you also edible necklace on TikTok? Are you on TikTok? Okay, I'm like, okay, so the photo, I base this off a reference photo, right? But like, I'm pretty, this was my reference to start, but I'm pretty happy with the way that this is coming along. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, again, I mean, no pressure, but if you are, Creatively Me with Bree, it's broken up. I don't even know if you guys can see. It's broken up. See? Creatively Me with Bree. Right there. So if you'd like to hang out, there you are. All right, everyone. I'm going to go take my break. I'll be back in a couple hours. And thank you all so much for spending time with me. As always, I always appreciate your time, and just the company is always wonderful. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.